My name is Andrew Liefländer. I'm the Director of Operations at Kanttila Management. We're one of the larger agencies in Germany and have relationships with opera houses throughout Europe. As Director of Operations, my responsibility is to structure and negotiate all contracts that go through the agency, and I'm principally responsible for conductors and stage directors. Though in certain situations, if it's a fitting occasion, I do also represent some select singers. I think it always made sense that I ended up going in this direction. I worked for many years as a singer, singing on stages all throughout Germany, but I also am the son of a conductor. And so from an early age, I was an orchestral contractor. I would help organize all of the orchestras and hire all of the players for the concerts that we would put on. And then eventually I founded my own agency in Canada, providing singers and musicians for live music events throughout the city and the state where I was living. Ultimately, when I came here to Germany and was working as a singer, I found that already anyway, I was helping build relationships between the conductors or between the directors or between the singers. And so when I was speaking with Kalle, who was representing me as a singer, Kalle suggested that it could make sense for me to join the agency, and we looked together at what would be the most appropriate position. And given my experience and given the stage of growth that the agency was at, it was my pleasure and it was my privilege to join and help take our agency to the next level of organization and excellence within our industry. There's two main reasons that you would want to be represented by Kanttila Management. The first reason is our team. We have truly some of the best artist managers in Europe working for our singers. And secondly is our relationships. Not just our relationships with the different opera houses throughout Europe, which include the Paris National Opera, the Deutsche Oper Berlin, Komische Oper, Frankfurt State Opera, Stuttgart Staatsoper, und so weiter, and more, but also the relationships that we develop with our singers. We really care about our singers, and we really care about our stage directors, and we really care about our conductors. We don't just represent them for one opportunity or audition, we represent them for all auditions and opportunities. Whether it goes well, whether it goes badly, if we represent our artists, it means we believe in them. And that means that we follow them throughout their entire career, we support them where we can, we guide them where we can, and we make sure that from start to finish, they always know that they can rely on us, and they know that we're doing everything possible to help their career grow. Ultimately, though of course, at the agency we have our own thoughts and our own preferences about the qualities of the singers we represent, our job is to find the right singers for the right house. And that means being really aware of what it is exactly that the intendants or the casting directors are looking for, knowing what they prefer, what qualities they would like to focus on in a singer, and making sure that the people we send them fit what they are looking for. A lot of people talk about the importance of live theater or live performance. One of the nicest things that I ever heard said was that a live performance is the moment where hundreds of stories come together and are told at the same time. So when you go see a concert, it's not just the performer, the singer who's singing, or the orchestra that's playing. It's also the story of each audience member who came. One of them, their dog just died. One of them, a child was just born. One of them just had a normal, boring day. But they all come there. And when they listen to that performance, it's not just about the performers. It's not just even about the audience. It's also about the person who built the building. It's the people who put the tiles on the floor, the people who painted the ceiling, the people who put the glass in the windows. In that moment of performance, all those stories come together, and that's what creates art. And for me, those moments, whether I was experiencing them myself as a singer, or whether I was experiencing them as an agent representing the singers there, or whether I was just an audience member, just really being a part of it and understanding the privilege of being there, that's what has moved me more than anything else in my life. So one can always spontaneously apply. That's always a possibility. And we do look through the applications that we receive. But if someone goes through a competition, if someone's already on the stage and are singing roles, and we see them perform at one of the premieres, because we often visit the premieres throughout Europe, there's a much better chance that we're going to be able to give them the time and the attention that they need for us to properly hear them, hear what their Fähigkeiten, what their talents are, and also hear in what direction they're going to go. So to any singers who are thinking of applying to us, what I would recommend is, it never hurts to apply, but consider doing a workshop or a masterclass, and if you're doing a performance, make sure to invite us, to let us know when the performance dates are, and always make sure to have high quality materials. It makes a difference if you're submitting something that's polished and well edited, because it allows us to hear you at your best.